Hey YouTube, Jeff checking in. The last video that I did on Microstock, which was kind of a tip for newbies, seemed to have a bit of attraction. So what I thought it would be fun to do would be to do a quick review in separate videos of each of the Microstock websites that I use. And I wanted to start with Shutterstock first because it's my primary source of Microstock income. It's the website that I upload things to first, and it's sort of the site that dictates my approach to other sites, as I can tell pretty quickly whether there's any traction there or not. So I'm going to jump into this right now. This is going to be in basically three parts. I'm just going to give you a quick overview right now, and then I'll actually take you to the computer and I'll walk you through the contributor interface so you can sort of see how that works. And then I'll give you a sense of the kind of income I've had over my time with the site. Now, two things I should say. This video is not directed at a person that's already really heavily invested in contributing to Microstock sites. This is more for someone that's thinking about it. Secondly, obviously I'm not a professional photographer, I'm a hobbyist, and so what I'm hoping is that hobbyists out there who just like photographing but don't have models or studios, or they don't do anything that's really involved, might also get a sense of the opportunities in Microstock. So anyway, Shutterstock is great because there's multiple uploads that you can, or there's multiple file types that you can upload, from actual images to video to vectors and other things. And I do video and photos, images exclusively, so I won't talk about those other file types, and you won't see those on the when I walk you through the interface. And the great thing about the photo and the video is you can upload those in both editorial and royalty free. Royalty free just means that there's nothing in there that would impact a license, a face, a recognizable face, or a company logo, or something that would affect your ability to license it freely. Editorial may include those things, so it might include building names on buildings. It could potentially include recognizable people, and the things that you can use editorial license files for are more limited. So some of the websites, some of the Microstock sites only allow royalty-free photos. Shutterstock allows both editorial and royalty-free, so that means you can upload much more variety of file types. So that's one of the great things about it. Secondly, the interface has really come a long way from where it started. It's a great interface. There are lots of options to assist you in keywording, which is really nice, and it's got a really very usable upload, whether you want to do it directly web-based or through FTP. It's pretty straightforward. So that's kind of, I think that's really all I want to say about the site generally. Yeah, it's my best seller. It's one of the biggest stock sites, and I think from what I've read on the internet, it's most people's best seller, even more than Getty and iStock. And it's the one that you wanna understand first. So that's why I want to do this video first. All right, so let's go to the computer, and I'll walk you around the interface real quick. We're on the Shutterstock contributor page now, and as you can see, there's a bunch of items here that you can look at, all together on one really good page. And so right here, up here, is the unpaid earnings for the current month. So you can see that for this month I am at 152. This is my total earnings summary. So this gives you a sense of the downloads and the total money earned since starting, which is helpful. And then over here on this side, you have the earning type. So you can see cart sales and clip packs. Those are just video sales. So you can see basically I do not have a great deal of income that's been generated from video. And these are just different licenses, basically, that you can get through image sales, so enhanced or on demand are bigger licenses, and then most of the income is generated through single or subscription sales, and that's what this shows down here. So that's a breakdown of income. And then you can see the monthly earnings here. I have it set at 3 months, but you can look at 12 and get a sense of how things are going. And you can see mine is pretty up and down right now. I would say that it's basically sort of on a downward trend, as I mentioned in my other video. So that's that. I'll get rid of that. Then you can see a chart. It's kind of cool. Your latest downloads. Oh, I should say one more thing I'll say about this. The blue is the image files, and then the gray is the video files. So you can graphically see the mix of video and image sales, and then also referrals. I have a few referrals, but not enough to show on the graph. Okay, and then this is the latest download. So it's kind of cool because you can see where certain images were downloaded. Like it's actually gives you the location kind of on the map. So this one came from Japan. This looks like it came from Korea, Europe, United States. Okay, so then down here we have a bit more information. These are the top 5 performers here. Gives you how much you've earned off a specific file. You can click on view all top, and then you just see a list in order of the amount of revenue per file, starting at the highest. And over here as sets, you can create catalogs based on different subjects, and then you can track the amount of earnings associated with that group of files, which is kind of nice. I do a bit of travel and other things, so I can see which stuff has generated income and which hasn't. So if we clicked on video or on the catalog, then it just brings up all your images by the most popular. I don't know how the algorithm works because often the files that pop up I don't actually recall ever selling, but then again, if you sell enough, you sort of forget, or you can't really pay that much attention to them. So anyway, I have these groups set up in here, different catalogs that I've created, mostly based on geographical area. And then you can select the catalog and see what's in there, and then you can also see the amount of revenue that's associated and the downloads there. So you'll see there it's $11,000 US, and then just over 14,000 downloads. So I could go through any of these, and you'd see that some sell and some don't. So for example, Amsterdam, I have 232 files in this catalog, and I loaded these in this summer, and 48 downloads, 31 US dollars. There's some good images, but Amsterdam is so saturated that I just find it's very difficult for someone that's not maybe shooting all the time, or a travel pro, to get much traction in these very densely photographed areas. So anyway, but when you're traveling, and you might as well do it, and it all adds up. So those are images, and then you can also click here for videos. Unfortunately, at this time, they don't allow you to put the videos into categories. So you just have a full list of videos in, I guess, order of popularity, or you can select how you want them ordered. So that's basically how the site works, or how the site looks. And then for uploading images, it's pretty straightforward. You just click on the upload, and you can do online or do FTP. I won't show FTP, but you just select multiple files, and then you could, for example, I'll just upload a couple of files just so I can show you how they work, even though I'm not actually going to submit these. So yeah, I'll just will pop up 3 files. And they upload, well, depending on your connection, they upload pretty quick. Okay, we're back and these files are uploaded, so I'll just click next. These are processed and ready to go. So this is just, if you're curious, this is a picture of the Calgary Public Library. So if I clicked on both of these to process, I would pick either commercial or editorial, then put in the description in accordance with the rules. For example, this would be editorial, and then so I would have to put in a description that match the requirements. Then you just pick your category, and then there's these keyword suggestions down here, which are great because it really helps. You just pop in the ones that make sense. Then you can just go up and add a few more that sort of specific, like location specific, like I would put in Calgary. And if that's not good enough or it doesn't help, you can also do the keyword suggestion tool. Okay, here we are. So then you can just put in keywords that sort of match your images, and hit search, and then you can just pick 3 that seem to work, press get keywords, and then it just pops up. There's a clipboard here, and you can just cut and paste them and pop them in. So that's a really great tool, and you can even use it to keyword other sites that you use. You just use the keyword suggestion tool, put them up to the clipboard, and then you can clip them into other sites. So you don't even have to just use this with Shutterstock. So super helpful. Anyway, so then, yeah, you just click submit, and then they would go into your page up here. You'd see them up here, pending approval. I have nothing that's pending right now, so that's blank. But that's basically it. And then, so I'm just going to delete these out since they're already on my site. And that's basically the tour of the interface. I find that it really works great. The one thing that I don't like is on the submission page, if you forget to press editorial, or when you're uploading a whole bunch of images, or if you make a change, or if you make a mistake and you submit it, then you can't really go back and fix those mistakes. So then you kind of have to delete and then upload again, and so it can be a little bit of extra time involved. And so yeah, I think that's what I wanted to go through. So I hope you've seen a good overview of how this site works, and I think you'll have seen how easy and straightforward and user-friendly this site is. There's also a mobile site, which I don't use and I don't know anything about. I guess I'm too old to do things on mobile, and I prefer being on a computer, and that's how it's always going to be. So yeah, that's it. That's all I want to show you here. And I mentioned I'd give you a sense of, the earnings that I've made on Shutterstock, and so you can get a sense right there and take that as it is. So yeah, I think that's all I want to tell you. And yeah, definitely sign up. It's a great site. It's a great source of Microstock income. Upload your stuff here. If you're only going to do one site, focus on this. Get everything up here first, and then once you're all uploaded to Shutterstock, then you can look at some of the other sites that I'm going to review over the next few days. So hopefully this was valuable. Okay, let's shut this down. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. There's more content coming up on Microstock, as well as some more videos on time-lapse photography and just general vlogs shooting landscape around the province of Alberta. So yeah, stick around. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.